There is more than a chill in the air here in Aspen tonight. There is an electric anticipation that only a finale can bring. Ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes, welcome to the final night of Winter X Games 2012. Over the last 4 days, we have witnessed history being stomped. We've been shocked and awed by amazing progression, and really, we've experienced everything that makes Winter X, Winter X. Hey everybody, Soundmaster Kayla here with you on our 4th and final night, and I promise you, you have come to the right party because we have saved the best for last. Behind me in this perfectly groomed Frank Wells Superpipe, Sean White will make his return to primetime, trying to make it 5 in a row. But he's being saddled by some injuries, and he's going up against a field that would like nothing more than to knock him out of the box. And then next door, history will be made. Snowmobiles doing not just a front flip, but a possible double backflip. Tess Sewell, how in the world did it come to this?
Well, you know, Sal, we always seem to find the crazies whenever we get out here to Aspen Snowmass, and tonight is no different. Snowmobile best trick, we're going to look for not one, but 2 pieces of history being made out here on this winter course. First, Justin Hoyer. This man facing down that ramp in front of him is going to attempt the double backflip. And he wants to land it here tonight. And Levi, you certainly know all about this double backflip.
I most certainly do. You know, the double backflip is one of the craziest things I've ever done. And the problem with it is you really can't spot the landing. As you can see, he comes in just as he's coming into the landing. That's when you see it, and bam, you hit it. So it's a very dangerous trick, and I just hope that he's able to get it around.
And you see Justin Hoyer practicing there at home into his foam pit. But tonight, Justin has to land this on the giant snow mountain that's in front of him. There you see him concentrating, ready to take on the course. But then the next story, even wilder perhaps than the double backflip, Heath Frisbee wants to go for the front flip. You heard it, people. A front flip on a 450-pound sled. Chris, is he certifiable?
Well, Tess, Heath told me that he wanted to do something this year at X Games that would defy him as a Winter X athlete. The front flip, bringing this to X, this is not only unheard of, but I didn't think possible. And I should know better, saying anything that is done impossible can't be said with Winter X.
So there is Heath nervously waiting in anticipation. 4 different ramps here tonight because everybody's doing different kinds of tricks. There are 6 total athletes in this best trick competition. I guarantee you, it is going to get completely wild. Look down the middle here. That is Justin Hoyer's ramp. It's set 45 feet from the sweet spot, dug right in there to the gigantic snow landing. Your competitors, Joe Parsons, Colton Moore, you remember, winning gold. Caleb Moore, his brother, Corey Davis, the other 4, and then Hoyer and Frisbee. Wow, I think we're going to be pretty much speechless here tonight. But let's get down to the competition, and our first competitor up tonight, Joe Parsons, a former gold medalist in freestyle. And Parsons, he already has 8 medals in our snowmobile competitions. He actually ties Blair Morgan, so if he wins a medal here tonight, he will actually be 2nd in the medal chart in snowmobile, with only Tucker Hibbett in snowcross with 10 being ahead of him. Parsons takes to the course.
Wow, that is such a huge trick. What is so baffling to me, Levi, is how he extends his body to the outside of the snowmobile.
I mean, the crazy thing is doing a Superman flip is one thing because you're squared up, but you can see he throws his body off to the side. And what's amazing is the machine doesn't get crooked. It comes in straight, and gosh, just to get his feet back on is
wow. Look how he twists his body, contorts his body. It's almost like he's spinning around the handlebars.
It's almost like he's doing a decade on a BMX bike. And that trick, folks, in case you hadn't already heard the name, it's called the Gator Wrestler.
I love the name. It's so cool to when you invent a trick like this, you gotta come up with an awesome name.
So our judges giving him a score of 87. That's a pretty decent score to kick this thing off. So Parsons, look at him, feeling loose, feeling good. He's got the first one in, but now coming up to the start line. This, what can you say about Colton Moore that has not already been said?
I have one word for Colton Moore, and it is exciting. Every time he gets on his sled, it's so exciting.
Oh, gosh.
You gotta be kidding.
There's Caleb Moore looking on, his older brother. And you got to remember, these kids, 2 years ago, they'd never even ridden a snowmobile.
That's what's crazy to me. I mean, I've been riding snowmobiles my whole life, and these guys come in a couple years of riding, and I mean, look at what they're doing. I mean, it's incredible to see what tricks they're pulling and how comfortable they look.
So Colt 45 puts in that giant tsunami flip. Walk us through this one, Chris.
This replay shows just how long he stuck it. As he full committed. Look at that. Going with an Indian air, full looking through. Wow. There's brother.
He knows he landed it well. So Colton, what's he going to get from the judges? 89.66, so first place for Colton Moore right now. A place he's comfortable with.
That is such a big trick.
So next up, the older Moore brother, Caleb Moore. 24, he's had a bit of a rough ride here at Winter X Games. Wow, I thought he'd got that landing, but again, off the left-hand side. We saw this in the freestyle competition, Levi.
We did. He was having trouble with his sled getting a little bit crooked. You can see on landing, it just kind of spit him off the side. He did that a few times in practice, and I'm just excited that he jumped right up and is going.
Here he goes for the seat grab. Didn't quite extend the legs. He couldn't get back to the handlebar. The snow is a little soft. Set up for the guys, helping for a little additional cushion. Comes in a little sideways. You can see that skeet digging into the landing. Man, he has seen the snow a time or two over the weekend.
Lucky that the sled didn't tag him on the way down, so not a great score for him, but there are 2 runs in this best trick competition, so he will get to come out and attempt that one again. But next up, Corey Davis, and Davis has had a great run here at Winter X Games. I think he's really enjoying himself. What do you expect to see from Corey, Chris?
I'm so excited for Corey, not only to be in best trick, but I'm ready for this. There is no other snowmobile athlete right now that can whip a 450-pound snowmobile like Corey Davis. That wasn't the biggest whip I've seen him do. I think for round 2, he's really going to tweak that thing out.
He'll definitely send it in the second round, but it's just amazing to think. Like, he's throwing dirt bike flat whips on a 450-pound machine. I mean, look at that thing.
Oh, wow. That's insane. That's 450 pounds.
Oh, that's incredible.
What I don't understand is he can bring it back. So, I mean, I've seen his sled almost past horizontal, and then he can whip that thing back. It's so awesome to watch that.
So there he is. He's getting his score. And this guess, it brings us now to really the most serious, and I think just we're all really nervous here in the booth. I mean, we know what's coming up next, and Levi LaValle, you've been through this story of the double backflip before. Obviously, you did it but didn't land it, and that's what the claim is. You need to actually ride away from this thing, right?
Right. And you know, being there and being able to attempt the double backflip in the past, I know, like you said, I know exactly what Justin's feeling. And I tell you what, I was the most nervous ever in my life right there. And thank God I got that rotation around. The problem with the double backflip is much like the front flip, it's basically blind right up until the last second. So you come off and you can see you get one spot to check to see if you're gonna make it, and right there you go. Man, I hope I land it, and just brief second to spot it, and bam, you impact.
But the remarkable thing, you were like 60 feet up in the air when that happened, so that's an awful long way to fall out of a 6-story building, right?
It was, and Justin's got a better setup, so hopefully he'll be able to stick this thing.
So here we go, we're talking about history being made, and this is the guy who is going to attempt it first, Justin Hoyer. He is a former gold medalist in freestyle. He had a rough night on Thursday. Seriously looking for redemption here tonight. And he's going to line up for that middle ramp, the one you saw sunk into the hillside. Psyching himself up. Here we go, folks. Justin Hoyer. What happened there, Levi?
No, he's just making sure everything is spot on. He's trying to look for some energy. He's trying to pump up the crowd, which, yeah, I mean, when you're going big like that, you need all the energy you can get.
And Hoyer's fiance looking on, and normally he doesn't like family or friends or anybody around, so.
I talked to Hoyer earlier today. He's got his sled dialed in. He's got his Fox shocks ready to go. It's a totally different setup than freestyle. He's got everything 100% dialed for this. He's just got to mentally commit. Oh, I'm so nervous.
And he did seem incredibly confident today. You know, he was joking with us when we were down there for practice, but it's all up to him now. Wow.
I tell you what,
is he overthinking this?
The one thing I know about Justin is he does have problems building things up. You know, he kind of psychs himself out. So hopefully he's not psyching himself out. I mean, he's just going out there and just making sure everything's spot on. I mean, because he knows he can do this. He just got to go out and give her a rip.
Here we go again. Justin approaching the ramp. We could see, I think, there right off the lip, the speed and the rotation too slow for Justin. And our team from X Games Medical in there attending to him. And there's Heath Frisbee looking on, and of course, Heath now actually has to stand up and attempt his trick too. And Justin's fiance Brooke looking on, concerned, but you know, we did see he was up, moving around, and obviously has the greatest care right now. But the pressure now moves really to Heath Frisbee.
It certainly does. You know, with knowing that Justin crashed, it puts even a little more pressure on Frisbee, because he's thinking, gosh, you know, he's on edge with this front flip, and he's thinking, gosh, I just saw a guy crash. Is that going to be me next, or can I overcome and execute? So it's a pretty big time, and hopefully Heath can stay focused and just go out there and stick that thing.
And really, he wasn't too far away from bringing that thing around. He just, you know, it just seemed slow on the approach into the ramp.
It did. It seemed to be just a little bit of hesitation, not quite the pull off of the lip. And Levi, you know, if it's not full commit.
Yeah, you could really see off of the lip, he just didn't have the rotation speed that he was looking for. It was a little bit slow, and unfortunately the second one, you know, it just wasn't enough.
And here he comes, you see, and a
and
little bit off axis,
up.
yeah. And he knew he was coming down. You saw he drove that right arm into the snow, and when he got up there, he was indicating to his right arm, so.
Boy, he really was close. though.
He was. You know, and that's the problem with the double flip is there's really, you have to hit that thing perfect. If you under-rotate, you go over the front. If you over-rotate, it just drives you into the seat, and I mean, you're possible broken back. So, I mean, it's such a tricky maneuver. You just really have to be spot on with it.
So Justin Hoyer attempting the double, doesn't quite land that, but Heath Frisbee is going to attempt the front flip on a snowmobile when we come back. And welcome back again, Winter X Games, Aspen, and there you see Justin Hoyer being taken away by X Games Medical to get checked out. And again, they've got him on the backboard and the neck brace, but we're assured that these are just precautionary measures. He was complaining of problems with his right arm, so Justin Hoyer attempted the double backflip, and it never really seemed to go right from the start. So let's take a look at Levi's double backflip in 2009, Justin's tonight. What went wrong, Levi?
You know, I think he just didn't get the pull he was looking for. The first thing he did is almost looks like he pulled too early, and if you do that, you lose a lot of your rotation into the ramp. So with that early pull, you just don't have the rotation at the end.
So maybe a little too expectant there. You see Joe Parsons talking to Heath Frisbee. Heath is still waiting because he wants to attempt the first ever front flip on a snowmobile. And for more on that, let's go down to Jamie Little. Jamie?
And Tess, Heath Frisbee is the next rider due up. Now, after that incident happened with Hoyer, Frisbee walked up to the screen and he watched the replay. He then walked back to his buddies and he said, guys, it's all right. I've been waiting a year to do this. And I asked him, no matter the outcome of Hoyer's attempt at the double backflip, would you still do yours? He said, absolutely. I am my own deal. This is a totally different trick, and I'm ready. Tess?
Thanks, Jamie. And I can't imagine the pressure that is on Heath Frisbee's shoulders right now. He's gonna have to step up there. It's gonna be tough, but if anybody can do it, I think Heath Frisbee can. And there you see the ramp that Heath Frisbee has designed. It's gonna be an amazing feat, and I hope that Heath can really shake all of the problems out. So as Heath Frisbee gets on his snowmobile and prepares for history again, we look in at our super pipe and tonight's other history-making competition where Shaun White, who is 10 points ahead of everybody else from elimination, will be trying for the 5-peat tonight. Will Shaun make it, or can iPod or one of the other guys take him out? Why don't you come back and check it out with us in a few moments. And welcome back to Winter X Games Aspen 2012 and our Snowmobile Best Trick competition. Here is Heath Frisbee waiting to do his front flip, and a hug from his good friend Joe Parsons. Wow, this is going to be amazing. Jamie, you got something for us.
Well, you saw the hug by Joe Parsons there. Joe is sitting second in the competition right now. He's up on top of the landing. Now, these two have been together through practicing this front flip every step of the way. Joe told me he's 100% confident in this trick, but it's just part of that comfort level for him to stand up there and give the thumbs up to his buddy, Heath Frisbee. Tess?
Oh, thanks, Jamie. And it really is going to be tough for Heath, but the front flip sounds like an amazing thing, but the real question is, Chris, what does it take to do a front flip?
Well, Heath is actually going to be going faster than he normally would, hitting a standard super kicker ramp at 40 miles an hour versus the 33 to 35 that it normally takes. He's going to be 30 feet high. That's about the standard height of the normal jumps. The key here is landing on the sweet spot and skis low. Don't land on the tail.
Well, that is going to be that's going to be amazing if he can do it. And we got an update from Justin Hoyer. He called his mom. His right arm and his left leg were giving him some problems, but otherwise he's okay. So great to hear. And I mean, massive trick that Justin was trying. And I can't believe now that Heath Frisbee has been waiting that long, and now he's going to have to go and attempt that. And there he is, lightning rod Frisbee. And this is it, Heath Frisbee, folks. Come on, Heath. Yes! Oh, yes! He made it look so easy.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Listen to this Aspen Snowmass crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, you just saw history made at Winter X Games. A front flip on a snowmobile.
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, to throw a 450-pound machine to get it to front flip, it's just incredible. And I mean, the landing was a little rough, but holy cow, he hung on to it. It's amazing to see a front flip go down tonight.
No one will ever be the first, besides Heath Frisbee, to do a front flip on a snowmobile. This is truly a breathtaking event for him.
Oh, that was just, I mean, he didn't check it, he just went into that run and hit it, and there, getting congratulations from our sport organizer, Joe Duncan. We've all felt the same nerves all week long. That was just amazing. Jamie Little, have you actually caught up with Heath Frisbee?
Well, I ran and I caught up with him. I know you have been so focused, Heath. What is this moment like? Are those tears in your eyes? Take us inside your head what it's been like building up to this moment.
It's just been everything to me, really, to work really hard. My whole family, everybody, all my friends, been behind me like through all this, and I know my grandma's watching. She must have gave me a little shove there, but Grandpa, I love you, man. We got it. We got it.
What gave you the confidence to know this was possible? Something that's never been done before.
I set a goal for myself, and I've always told myself, like, I can't do two things at once, but if I focus on one thing, I can do it.
You were very focused, but we saw what happened right before you went out with Justin Hoyer. What was that feeling? I know you told me that you're pretty tough, but what was going through your mind?
I talked to Hoyer and I was like, buddy, just be safe. And you know, I told him like, no one can explain the feelings athletes get. When we go out there, it is the worst feeling in your stomach, in your head, everything. And I just knew that I had to stay focused, and I knew that I trained for this, and I knew what to do.
A lot of people watching are thinking, why? Why do this? What does this do for Heath Frisbee and for your sport?
I'm not sure, but everybody at Ski-Doo, everybody at Monster, you guys, I couldn't do without you.
Hey, the competition's not over yet, but there's a good chance you got gold. Congratulations, first ever front flip in competition. Tess?
Oh, thanks, Jamie. The heart of a lion after watching Hoyer. Walk us through this one. I mean, he seemed to do it all right.
Oh gosh, he came off right off the lip. You can see he had a good throw right off the front, and he tucked in like a track completely locked up, helping the front flip motion. You know, came in and look at that, dang near level. Hard landing, but he hung on to it.
And like we talked about, it's so blind. It's blind the entire way. And that had to be such a great feeling to be able to see the landing.
Look at
Joe Parsons on top of the landing, actually claiming it before he landed. The eerie silence in the flight, which is completely different from the double flip.
Oh, exactly. You know, with the front flip, you're basically locking up the track and just hanging on for the whole thing. I mean, look at his fiance coming in, how excited they are. One, just that he's safe, and two, he just successfully landed the first front flip.
And look at that, Corey Davis, you saw Parsons hugging him. Everybody is happy. Everyone is ecstatic that he managed to land that, the front flip, and there with his fiance. I mean,
Dude, mad props.
96.66 and a little bit wobbly on the landing, so not the perfect 100. Wow, and Joe Parsons now has to, he kind of forgot he needs to put his helmet on, get on his sled, and he's got to get back in this competition.
Oh man, I think everyone is so excited for Heath. It's like, they're just like, want to hold him up on a pedestal right now. They don't even want to run. Look at Joe, he wants to go hug Heath right now.
Watch this.
Oh, that's such a priceless reaction. I know Joe and Heath put so much time into getting this trick. It wasn't just an individual trick. I know Joe put just as much effort into it as Heath did.
So Joe Parsons now sitting in third place with a score of 87. He is now going to have to take to this course again. You know, he did the Gator Wrestler last time out, which is just a spectacular trick. You think he's got anything a little bit different in this round?
Well, I'm not sure if he does or not. I think he's so excited for Heath. You know, he may go out there and just try to do a little bigger Gator Wrestler, or maybe he's got a variation of it. We'll see.
I think we're going to see just a huge poked out trick right here. I think he is so pumped and so excited for his friend and fellow Monster Energy athlete. This is going to be so fun to watch for these guys being pumped and feeding off of Heath.
He's warming up, psyching himself up, but he's got to be just so happy because Heath is he's such a close friend of Heath Frisbee's.
Yeah, it's huge. You know, with those big tricks, it really takes more than just yourself to do this, you know, and that you can see with Heath and Joe together, they're able to accomplish that thing. And I mean, it shows a lot for the friendship they have.
Okay, so warmed up, psyched up, and looking for that super kicker. He's going for it now. Here we go. Joe Parsons.
He makes that trick look so easy, but for what is actually going on during all of that, it's so awesome to watch.
And that's what's crazy about Joe, is he makes the hardest tricks just look simple. And sometimes it's almost hurts him because the judge is like, was that even hard?
And because you see this, his body floats all the way forward. I love this from the Megamo. Look how far around he was.
I love how early he does this trick. Joe has had a hard time doing the super flips because he would do it kind of stalled out and later in the trick.
Wow.
Jeez.
Oh, that's just a beautiful trick. See if he betters his score on this second run. It certainly looked a lot smoother, so that might actually penalize him in the eyes of the judges. Yeah, he did. 88, so still sitting in third place behind Colton Moore. And of course, Heath Frisbee, I've got a feeling that no one's going to be robbing him of that gold medal tonight. But you never know with Colton Moore, right?
That's the truth.
You never know with the Moore brothers, and I'm excited to see what Colton has. I really hope he pokes this trick out. He's doing it on the bar ramp, the 100-footer. No other athlete is jumping the bar ramp in this best trick competition.
And here he is, warming up, psyching up. I love the energy this kid brings.
Look at that.
That time he did the running man underneath, you notice. He didn't do the scissor kick. Looked like he was looking for something a little different.
You would think, Levi, when he's doing that, that would almost kind of slow down his rotation because his body's moving around.
Oh, right. I mean, there's so much just extending out like that that slows the rotation. And then with those motions, that you would think that it would slow down more. And I mean, he just pulled it off flawlessly. So we'll see if it ups the score.
Looking at the replay here, look how so early he commits. Actually, he did. That was a combo. He went from the Indian air into the running man, all while upside down over a 100-foot gap.
I wonder if the judges caught the fact that he did combo. That's the first movement with his legs is sideways. That he's running underneath that sled.
It looks like he's hanging on for dear life to that thing.
Is he going to Tebow again? No. The energy the 22-year-old from Crum, Texas brings to this competition is just infectious. The crowd love him. 88.33, so he didn't better that score, but still in second place, and looks like there's a good chance he'll walk away with 2 medals from Winter X Games Aspen this week.
He's got a big brother coming up here.
And, you know, the big brother, he's beat up. He hasn't been having a fun time. Can he pull this trick comfortably?
Well, I truly think Caleb did not want to hear that sound of snow on his helmet one more time. He's had a rough X Games. Still pulled out some huge, exciting tricks, and I can't wait to see what these guys bring back next year.
And Caleb Moore beat up in practice. I mean, we saw him. I mean, if you look at the whole bridge of his nose is bloodied from practice, so he just wanted to take a rest. And really, he's happy because Colton is doing so well in this competition. And the Moore brothers spend so much time interacting with the crowd. I watch them, they walk across to the medal ceremony, they're shaking hands, and everything they do here in Aspen Snowmass is about spending time with their fans and making new fans. And it's just a joy to see that the success they've got just hasn't gone to their heads.
Yeah, it's very cool. I mean, and at the end of the day, that's why we do this stuff. We do it for the fans, and that's what's exciting. When the fans get excited and they start yelling and screaming, we get so pumped up. You go out there and try the biggest things you can.
So the double can is good enough for a 72, so that will not move him into medal contention. So now down to Corey Davis, the snow cross racer who became a freestyler and who has the sickest whip in the business. Let's watch it.
I could watch that over and over. He's just so smooth, and just to think that he's like basically maneuvering a refrigerator in the air like that is crazy.
So once we get the score for Corey Davis, Heath Frisbee will know whether he can celebrate or not. And there he is with his buddy Joe Parsons waiting.
Yes, I do. I thought you'd never ask, baby.
There we go, 79. So we know what that means, since Justin Hoyer will not be running again. No one can take down Heath Frisbee. He will claim the gold, and deservedly so here at Snowmobile Best Trick. He's on his sled. Is he gonna give us a glory run? What do you think Heath's gonna do right now?
I think he's gonna go for the fist pump up on the top. You know, he's just excited. Safely landed the first front flip ever. And I mean, the work that goes into a trick like that, once you complete it, you're just like, man, I am pumped. I want to celebrate.
Navy presents Breakthrough Performance.
no big surprise. And what is the Navy moment here today? The first ever front flip on a 450-pound snowmobile. Thank you, Mr. Heath Frisbee. And the celebration will go on, I guarantee you, long into the night.
Truly a defining moment for Heath Frisbee. He has put his life and soul into this sport, and it's so gratifying to see him come away with the first ever front flip on a snowmobile.
Look at how excited he is. He's like, he can't believe it. He'll be grinning, I guarantee, for the next month, just in awe.
Picks up his buddy Joe Parsons, and Parsons will also be on the podium. Oh, just fantastic. So that's it from Snowmobile Best Trick. History was made tonight. This man, Heath Frisbee, did the first ever front flip on a snowmobile. It was just spectacular.